Hi, welcome. So, are you planning to buy a house and are interested in a down payment assistance? Let me tell you, there's a lot of misunderstandings about down payment assistance. Stick around, that's what we're talking about today. Hi, welcome back. So, my name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21, listed with Begans in South Tampa. And thank you so much for being here today. So, a lot of people, when they're buying their house, they're scared because of the closing costs. And closing costs can be, well, it really depends on how much money you're putting down, how much the home is worth, right? It all varies. In fact, I did a video a couple months ago about closing costs, and I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video. So, owning a home adds value to the community. And in fact, maybe I'll do a video about the benefits of owning a home. If you're interested in that, leave a comment below just to let me know if that's of interest to you. But because owning a home adds value, many organizations have stepped forward to help buyers buy a home. But there are some misconceptions and some myths. So myth number one is down payment assistance is only for first-time home buyers. The second myth is that down payment assistance are hard to qualify for. The third is that if you qualify for down payment assistance, it messes up the finance. And the fourth misunderstanding is that down payment assistance is only for low-cost homes. Well, those are four myths that I want to clarify today in my rambling sort of way, okay? So stick around and I'll hit all those points. So number one, let's define a first-time home buyer. So certainly, it's anybody who's never owned a home before, but more than that, it's anybody who has not owned a home in the last 3 years. So you may have owned a home 5 years ago, but have been renting. Well, you qualify as a first-time buyer. Now, there are a lot of programs for down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. But 37% of the programs are for any home buyer, okay? But not just first time, any home buyer, 37%. Now, there are also special down payment assistance programs for first responders and police officers and teachers and any hospital worker. And I will put a link in the show notes below to some of those websites and resources for you to follow up on, okay? Now, there are different criteria to qualify for down payment assistance. And one is income. You can't make above a certain level. And again, that varies by program. So that's something you're going to have to research. Also, the home has to qualify. The price of the home can't be above a certain range. And again, that varies by program. But the latest study that came out showed that 84% of all homes on the market qualify for some type of down payment assistance. Do I need to flash 84? Maybe I don't do that, right? Also, down payment assistance are for home owners, right? Let me stress owners. There are some people that buy homes to rent out, though you're not the owner of the home. Well, you are the owner, but you don't live there, right? It is only for people who are going to reside in the home. That's down payment assistance. Now, down payment assistance comes in different forms. One is an outright grant that does not have to be repaid. Now, the federal government every so often will put money towards these grants. And as you can guess, once the money runs out, then those grants are no longer available till the next time those funds are offered. So that's why it's good to stay in constant contact with your mortgage lender. A second form of down payment assistance comes in the form of a second mortgage. So you're going to buy a home, you go to a mortgage lender, and they lend you the money for the purchase of the home. But then through the down payment assistance, they turn around and they loan you the money for the down payment. Now, again, it's not the total closing costs, not the total down payment, but it's some assistance towards that. But that money becomes a second mortgage. And again, depending on the program, sometimes these second mortgages have no interest, and they need to be paid once the home is sold or refinanced or the house is paid off. Then you have to pay the second mortgage. It's a second lien holder, right? So you have the first mortgage, which is the home, then the second mortgage are the down payment assistance that you've received. Now, your realtor should be able to look at a certain house and see what down payment assistance programs might qualify for that home. So be sure to ask your realtor if the house you're looking at qualifies for down payment assistance. Remember what I said earlier, the house has to be within a certain price range. Doesn't have to be low cost, but it can't be above a certain limit. And again, that varies by program. So be sure to check the show notes below. I'm putting some links to different down payment assistance programs. There will be a link specifically for Florida housing, which lays out the regulations for Florida. Also in the show notes below is my contact information, and you can send me an email if you have questions. And listen, if you have questions about buying or selling a home, or really, if you want to buy or sell a home and looking for a realtor, reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you. And visit me at my website, joebrownc21.com, and you'll be able to search for homes. There's a link to my blog, and you can reach me through that way as well. So I just want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. I enjoy sharing this information with you because South Tampa living is awesome.